following that U.S. drone strike that killed Iran's top military commander.
Millions of people taking to the streets of Iran to pay their respects to General Soleimani. And take a look, an ominous sign, this red religious flag raised over a mosque in Iran, a symbolic call to arms.
That is a vow of vengeance. As President Trump touched down in Washington overnight, the fallout is spreading. Iran has announced they will no longer honor the 2015 nuclear agreement. They're going to ramp up nuclear production. The Iraqi parliament voted to push U.S. troops out of that country, and President Trump is pushing back with threats of economic sanctions against Iraq and possible war crimes against Iran. All this as a terror group loyal to al-Qaeda killed 3 Americans on a military base in Kenya.
So much. Our team is spread out from Washington to Iran. Martha Raddatz is there, starting us off with the latest. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Robin. I have been in the midst of anti-American protests in Iran before, but nothing like this. A powerful combination of grief and anger with shouts of death to America echoing through the streets around us. This morning, mourners filling the streets of Iran's capital of Tehran for the funeral of General Soleimani, killed by that U.S. drone strike last week. Aerial images capturing the sea of Iranians packing the streets to pay tribute to a man revered by many here.
Trump made a big mistake. He killed our hero.
Soleimani's image everywhere. The impact of his death profound. The crowds are massive and emotional. There are many tears here, many signs with Soleimani's picture on them, but the message is also very clear. These people want revenge.
Are we human or not?
As we made our way through the streets of Tehran, people surrounding us, shouting death to America.
We will have very hard.
We are going to make earth new and a heaven out of it. But those who are polluting the earth, who are destroying the earth, who are poisoning the air and the water and the food and making animals extinct and making you extinct through birth control and abortion, while they take fertility pills. White women are taking fertility pills to have babies like rats. And if Yahweh block up the tube, they're having glass tube babies, trying to have white. Then they walk all over the earth saying the world is overpopulated. Well, white people are ruling the world, and the world is hell. So if you want to be free from hell, get rid of the ruler of hell. Let them practice birth control. Let them abort themselves off the planet Earth. It means that this truth would not be known until the end of the white Gentiles' rulership has come. Praise Yahweh. And you are the meal. Meal is like cornbread. You have to put yeast in it for it to rise up. So the kingdom of Yahweh is on the rise. Oh, yes, it is. The kingdom of Yahweh is on the rise. And we're rising up in your face. Again, leaven is yeast and yeast is yellow. Yeast is a yellow substance. That means a yellow man is coming. The yellow man is here. With a yellow complexion, he's here. Standing in front of you now. Rising up the nation Israel, rising up the kingdom of heaven, rising up the kingdom of Yahweh. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm already standing on Mount Zion. I'm just carrying the play out. We're just playing the part. All that are chosen and that will be chosen by Yahweh, you're gonna be there. And now the day is your day to be able to make that choice. I want to be in the kingdom of Yahweh, the mighty God, who made the sun, the moon, and the stars, who's establishing the kingdom of heaven, of rulership for you and me forever. I want to be a part of his kingdom. Hosea 4:1. Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, you children of Israel, the so-called blacks of America. For the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land. Now I'm bringing that knowledge to the land.
1989. today calls for jihad. Members of the Iranian parliament also chanting death to America. And a red flag symbolizing a declaration of war raised above an Iranian mosque on Saturday. Soleimani's replacement as head of the Quds Force calling for revenge. The leader of Iranian-backed Hezbollah saying American soldiers and officers will be going home in coffins. And Soleimani's own daughter making a televised plea with Hezbollah to take revenge for the blood of her father. This morning, the Iranian government announcing they're suspending commitments to the 2015 nuclear deal, abandoning limits on enriching uranium and stockpiling nuclear fuel. This as Iraq has now voted to expel all American troops and submitting a complaint against the U.S. for violation of sovereignty to the United Nations. Just 6 months ago when we were here, some people were critical of their leaders because of the effect of American sanctions. But today, for now at least, they are united against America. Robin?
Those who left, those who survived this mighty atomic war that they can't wait to punch a button on. I mean, they have suicidal tendencies, you know? I must warn you that America is soon to be destroyed, as she tells you every day. But I'm here to save you from the destruction of America. That is why it is written in the New Testament and the Old Testament that you must separate yourself from white people. And the word says, come ye out from among them and be ye separate. Another scripture says, for what fellowship has light with darkness? What fellowship has the temple of Yahweh with idols? Be not ye partakers of her destruction. America is described in the scriptures as Babylon, the great which must fall and be destroyed. According to Revelation chapter 17 and chapter 18, write both down and discover Babylon is America. Matthew 10:15. Matthew chapter 10, verse 15. Verily, verily, I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in that day of judgment than for America.